Hi there, it's SJ here. The lighting is so bad. I'm trying to get good lighting and the lighting is really bad and you don't want me to take my hat off. I'll put it this way. Right, okay. Why is the light in? Can you see me? Or is that a bit better? If I move a bit closer. There we go. Okay, right. Hi, guys. Right, who is joining me? Let me make sure that I am live on the platforms. Wait a second. Oh, we've got a few more entries into the group. Let's have a look. Okay. Right. Okay. So we are live. So this evening's live. I'm going to get straight on it. Okay. I'm going to get straight on it. This is something that I have been asked a hell of a lot. And people have wondered how. I'm so sorry about the lighting. I feel like I need to. Is that better? Is that better? Okay. We're just going to roll with it. We're going to roll with this lighting as it is. I feel like I need a little spotlight. Oh, might just do that. Okay, right. Okay, my lighting is atrocious. So I am just now putting a light on the screen. Don't know why my lighting's so bad this evening. I look like I've been punched in the eyeballs. Right, okay, we're going to work with it. It's okay, you don't really need to see my face anyway. You know what? It's only a bad hair day. We'll take the hat off and then there's a bit more light. Ugh. You can tell I've washed my hair today and couldn't be bothered to dry it. Right, okay. So if you are joining me, comment and let me know who you are, where you're from, and your business, what you predominantly do. Reason why this would be really good, because I can make it more relevant to you. So obviously I'm going to be speaking very generic in terms of creating subscriptions into your beauty business. But if you tell me exactly what beauty business you are in, whether it be aesthetics, beauty, hair, nails, face painting, tattooist, whatever it is, then I'll be able to make this live more relevant to you. So first things first, okay? First things first. Creating subscriptions is something, I'm turning that light off now. Oh, I look a bit scary. Right, okay, I'm going to ignore the lighting. So creating subscriptions first is something that saved my business massively and 4 times my business at the beginning of lockdown. So we all know that lockdowns created, well, we couldn't work. So we was relying on government funding, which some people obviously didn't get depending on the nature of their business. Now, I use that as a reason to create guaranteed regular income into my beauty salon, into my beauty clinic. Now, my background is skin aesthetics and permanent makeup. So I use that as a way to actually get, I'm trying to get some good lighting, bloody hell. So my nose ring is sparkling as well. So I use that as better. I use that as a way to get guaranteed regular income into my business. Now, a lot of people might say, well, we're not in COVID now. It's fine. We're not in lockdowns. Okay. Oh, I said the word. See, we shouldn't say the word "see" in anything because the algorithms fucking pick it up and then stop people viewing this. So, okay, I didn't say the C word. Right. So you might be saying we're not in lockdowns now. So does it matter? Now, let me ask you one thing. Have you ever had to cancel clients because your little boy or your daughter is ill and you can't work? Have you ever been ill yourself and you've had to cancel the rest of the week and cancel your bookings and having to reschedule these for the next month or the next week? Has that ever happened to you? Let me know in the comments. Has that ever happened? Because chances are it has, because you are solely relying on time for exchange services, because that is what we've been taught. Now, if you, let's say, you caught the C word and you had to have, 2 weeks off work, you had to have time off work because of that. What money is coming in? What money is coming through your till? what is your backup? Now, a lot of people don't have a backup because a lot of people, like I said, have this old school method on creating money with the services that they have trained in. Now, it's time to kind of break the mold. You know, all these companies, all these businesses around us are leveling up, creating online platforms, subscriptions, digital assets to the business, creating all these extra things which are bringing in extra revenue. They're bringing in extra streams of revenue. Now, why can't we do the same? Now, a lot of people watching will probably be saying, well, how can we do that? Because I do nails for a living. I do nails and I perform a treatment. So how the hell can I do that? Now, you have been trained. You have got knowledge more than Joe Blogs, okay? Even if you're newly qualified, the knowledge that you have got and the education that you have been given enables you to provide a service to that client. Now, there is a way of changing, there's a way of using this to your advantage. Now, I want to focus today's live on a subscription. Now, hopefully somebody will comment in the chat on what industry they're in, and I can make it specific to them. If not, I'm going to go with my example, what I did in lockdown. I'm going to go with that and tell you exactly how I did it from start to finish. Okay. So first things first, you know, this is what doing a subscription in your business will do mainly two things. Okay, it's going to give you that comfort, that reassurance, that confidence that every single month, whether you work or whether you don't, or whether you have to cancel clients or not, or whether you don't get the diary full, you will have a guaranteed income coming into your clinic, into your business. You will have that guaranteed. Beauty, cosmetic, tattooing and piercing, awesome. So similar industry to me then. So you will actually have hi, it's Kerry. Yes, if you don't let StreamYard see your authorize it will come up as Facebook users. So if you're not going to click on that link before, please put your name in there. I know who I'm talking to. So basically, if you I went off a tangent there. I got lost because I was talking to Kerry. Right. So basically, if you had a subscription model in your business and you had regular income coming in on the first of every month, then you are going to be able to have that confidence that your bills are getting paid. You're going to know each month exactly what you're going to be earning. So you have got a target to work towards. Now, I encourage people to reverse engineer what they need to get to cover their expenses. And that is the first thing I would start doing. The reason why that's really important is if people are aware things are going up around us, living expenses, everything is going up around us. Now, studies are showing, and all these experts in the industry are saying that we have to be earning 20% more by the back end of December, by the end of 2020, to enable us to live the lifestyle that we currently live right now. So how we live right now, we've got to be earning 20% more. So based on that, okay, I know I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here, but I want to make this as relevant to the times as possible. Based on that, work out your clinic costs, your costs for running bottom line, what you want as a wage, what your bills are, your electric, your rental, your commission you give, your average product spend. Work that out. And obviously, if you're doing your wages, then obviously you're working out your home life expense as well to know how much wage you need to be pulling. So work that out, reverse engineer it, work that out, and then you will have a figure. And what I would do is add 20% on that. Like I said, living expenses and everything's going up. So I would add 20% onto that figure. Okay. So say, for instance, you have got, let's say I'm on crap with percentages, but let's just say we work out what we're earning. We work out, what things are costing us to run baseline. And then you add your 20% off on, and say that is going to be coming out with your wages. Let's say we're going to be getting, let's say 2,500 a month. Okay. That is just a shot in the dark. So that is your wages to warrant your lifestyle expenses going up, and then all the bills. So whether you had clients in or not, they're the things you have to be paying for. So if you've got £2,500 a month, okay, and that is going to give you baseline, what I want you to do is work out how you can get a subscription into your business so you can get that guaranteed each month. Okay. Now I've got 3 subscriptions in my business. Now I'm going to talk about each of them. And one of these, Kerry, will be relevant to you, but this can be done for any service at all. Now, how many times have we actually had clients that have come to us for a treatment and they're like, oh my goodness, I should have come to you 6 months ago. I've been desperate. I've just been busy. And then I had a holiday and then I couldn't afford it and I had to buy this. Has that happened? Has that ever happened? Because that is something that in my clinic I get all the time. People come back and say, oh God, I've been needing these done for 6 months now. You know, can you relate to that, Kerry? Is that something that has happened to you? Now, this is because obviously their situation, you know, something happens in their life, you know, their kids are ill, they need the extra 200 quid for, you know, whatever, school uniform, whatever it may be. So then their treatment is then delayed. So if you have got, you know, 4 clients a month doing that, their treatments are then delayed by 6 months. You could have got that money through the till sooner. So if you had a subscription in place where they are paying monthly and the cost is split, they will ring you and they will get in because they don't have to find that extra £200 for that service. So getting your clients on monthly payment plans and subscriptions is a must. I have about 28 people, okay? 28 people. I'll use my calculator. This is one of my subscription models, yeah? So I have 28 people paying me monthly to have their eyebrows done with permanent makeup. You have to top it up every year. So they pay me £16.66 times 28. So I have £466 coming in a month, okay? So that's times 1666, which works out just under £200. I have that coming in a month for my eyebrow services, yeah? So £466.48 guaranteed for that one treatment, okay? Now, I also have skin subscriptions as well. So what I would like you to do and how I think it is best to start, reverse engineer so you know your figure. You know that £2,500 needs to be coming in. So reverse engineer it so you've got that figure, okay? Then the best way you can do this is look at your special sauce. Figure out what you love to do the most, what gets you most excited for, okay? What do you see in the diary that really gets you going? You know, if you could do this one service every day, what would it be, okay? Now, that's your special sauce. That's your niche, okay? And that is what you want to do all the time. So why not level up on that part? So say, for instance, you know, I loved, obviously, eyebrows are a big part of my industry. I've been doing that many, many years. But I really wanted to get on board with the skin treatments, okay? And I absolutely love doing all the peels and the microneedling. Absolutely love it. Looking after people's skin. When they come in, guaranteeing that we're going to be getting really, really good results, getting them to be consistent with me. So I developed a subscription around skin aesthetics, okay? So look at your special sauce. Look at what your special treatment is, the thing that you love to do the most, okay? Then work out with that if there is anything that you can add on to that to, so like I said, with the skin treatments, what can I add on to that to bulk up the value and bulk up the monetary value of that? So obviously with coming from regular chemical peels, I can add skincare to it. I can add prescriptive skincare to these treatments to enable that value to be greater, okay? Now, we all know things like looking after your skin, looking after your body, your health, not necessarily piercing can come into that, but looking after your eyebrows regular, your eyelashes, all of these things, if you are consistent, then the clients are going to be getting results. You know, we hate it as entrepreneurs and as beauty professionals. We hate it when somebody comes in for one facial or, you know, one manicure and expect to go out looking like they're 10 years younger. You know, we want people to be consistent, because with consistency from them, we know that we can give them the results. So going back to the skin, I wanted to create a subscription model on skin. That was my niche at the time, so it got me really excited. So I looked at my average value of my facial. Then I looked at how often do I need this client to be coming into me so I can give them what they want? Because them coming for a facial, they obviously want an outcome. They obviously want younger looking skin. They want to diminish the pigmentation or the acne. So if I was to solely look after them and get them to get to where they want to be, how often do they need to be coming to see me on average? Okay. So let's say every 6 weeks. So an average treatment spend, let's say, is, you know, for the skin treatments is between 60 and 90 pounds, okay? And I need them to be coming every 6 weeks. So that is probably about 9 treatments over the year. So then I started looking at how I can add more money to this, okay? How can I get them to be consistent at home as well? So when we're looking at skincare, how many products will they need to be using to add value? So how many products will they need to be using at home to add to the services that I'm going to be offering to get them to where they want to be? This is all about getting the clients to where they want to be and getting that end result for them. So I looked at, you know what, I'm not massive on giving my clients every kind of product and serum under the sun. I have a basic 3 or 4 products. And on average, they would probably need about 10 throughout the year. Okay. So then I worked out the average cost of a product. So my products range from 50 to 80 pounds. So I went in the middle with this. Okay. Same as the skin treatments, from 60 to 90 pounds. Chemical peels will always be around 60. Your microneedling about 90. Okay. So I went in the middle and thought, right, they're going to be needing 10 products throughout the year. So then what I did with that is I played around with some figures. I added this up as a whole. I added it up as a 12-month package, okay? So if they was to come to me and say, right, I'm going to want 9 facials for the year and 10 products, I then worked that out as a top figure. Now, I don't want to keep going to my calculator, so I'm going to do this as a guesstimate, okay? So that might be, let's say, about 1,200. So 1,200 pounds they would have to give me over a year so they can achieve the skin that they want. They have come to me with skin problems, and I am saying, you know what, I can do this for you. I can do this for you. We have to be consistent. I will get you a treatment plan in place. We'll accompany the treatments with products at home. You will be looking at having around 10 products for the year and 9 facials, which each month we're going to personally prescribe them facials to where you are in the season change and where you are in your journey of improving your skin. So I worked this out as a year. And then what I did, because I wanted to make sure that they was going to be giving me a deposit for the products I was going to give to them. So I'd say, you know what, we can starting a skincare program. You'd pay £150 deposit, and then your monthly payments would be £70, okay? So they would be paying, this is what I actually do, £150, it's actually £200 deposit, sorry. £200 deposit, I'm giving you all my figures now, and they pay, it's now £75 a month, it's just gone up, okay? So £200 deposit, and they then pay £75 a month. Now with that, I have complete control over their skin health journey. They are accountable to me. They come every 6 weeks for their treatment. And more importantly, they actually get the results that they started off aiming for. You get so many people that start off with 3, 4 facials, and because they don't get the result after the first couple, they then sack it off. They then go back to the bloody simple cleanser that they've been using at home, and they stop because they're not seeing the results quick enough, because they've left their appointments too long in between, or they couldn't get all the skincare from you, so they're using other skincare at home. Whereas if They are accountable to you by paying you monthly. You are in complete control, and they will attend their appointments. They will remain consistent, and they will then start to see the results. So £75 a month to them is nothing, because they are getting the results that they want. Now, I think now I have 19 people on this subscription model. Okay. Now, I want to say all of these I actually started in lockdown. I started these in lockdown, and I think I got about 8 people in lockdown on the subscription, and I still was treating them via video link. Okay. So this is, if I can set this up and get a subscription model in place when I can't touch a client, then it is so much easier now for you to do. So let me work this out, because I want you to see how easy it is to get that guaranteed money. You know, we've already said right at the beginning of this live that we need to get 2,500. Do you use a website to take the direct debits? I will share that with you. Very important question. Thank you. I will share that with you. So basically, we need to get £2,500 a month. So then we know we've got a wage, our bills are paid, our commissions are paid, and everything else. So far, I'm getting £466 a month for my eyebrow service only. And then I have got £75 times 19. Okay, so 1,425. So 1,425 plus 466.48. So far, I am now getting, with the subscriptions that I have in place, I am now getting £1,899 a month guaranteed. That is guaranteed. Yeah. We can't rely on clients that, oh, they're due for a maintenance, I'll send them an email and they'll come in. What if they haven't got that 200 quid? What if they haven't got that 70 quid for a facial? If you get them in a subscription model, then you are guaranteeing that income. Now, I have a third subscription as well, okay? So added to the facial subscription, I launched a virtual facial subscription. Now, I did a little bit of this in lockdown, but I didn't push this after lockdown, but it has come back again. So basically, people that can't afford to be paying £75 a month, but still want to look after their skin, I do a subscription for them, which costs £30 a month. So they pay £30 a month and delivered to them they actually get a delivery every 2 months, but each pack enables them to do 2 treatments. So they get a mild chemical peel that they can use at home for £30 a month. Now, I have 35 people doing this, okay? So 35 people paying me £30 a month. Yeah. Now, this is not even including these one-off clients that come in. This is guaranteed money that I have coming into my account on the 1st of every month. So £35 times 30, £1,050. So now I am at 2,000. Oh, it's 99. That's 900. £2,949. So I am getting on the 1st of every month £2,994. So I am earning an extra £400 a month, which are all my expenses covered. And I only work 2 days a week because I only do my clinic services 2 days a week, because the rest of my time is business coaching, the beauty business coaching that I do. So, and teaching people how to do the same and taking them on this journey. So I have coming into my beauty clinic business, guaranteed every month, £2,994 a month coming in. So why that's important is, as we start approaching the end of the month, or we know a bill's coming out, we get anxious. We can get into that money grabbing mindset. You know, our animal mode kicks in, and we may take on clients that we shouldn't be taking on. I've done this before. I've taken on eyebrows that I really shouldn't. They were shit eyebrows. And because I wanted that money, I'm like, oh shit, I need that 200 quid because that bill's coming out. I'm like, right, yeah, we can make these look better. And yeah, they look better, but I'm not proud of them because they were shit originally. And I've just made a shit look glitterier, basically. So she's happy. You know, she still comes to me now, but there's still that part of me that's like, God, I should never have done that. And this is what will happen. As you start approaching the end of the month, your animal instincts will kick in and you will then start grabbing these last minute clients. So you're going to probably take on clients that you know you shouldn't be doing, or what it's going to do is take your mind off working on your business than in your business. You know, I work relentlessly. It's 9 o'clock tonight, and this to me is, you know, obviously I'm sharing my knowledge, but this is still working for me. I work on what makes me happy, and I'm not doing this live right now to get an instant money gratification. I'm doing this because I enjoy it and I want to give the value, and I hope that in months or years down the line that you may become a customer of mine. But I am not. So say if I didn't have that money coming in my account, okay, I've been at the clinic today working, and I had somebody ring me up last minute say, oh, I want my eyebrows done. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, it's the first of the month in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I really could do with that. Yeah, I'll do it. I'd cancel this live, you know? And that is not the right mindset to be in. You should make sure that you have got time to be working on parts of the business that are going to take you to the next level. And you should be able to have that comfort blanket knowing that all my bills are paid. And this is so easy done. Okay, so let me just go to some questions. Do you have a website to take direct debits? I use Go Cardless. Okay, now the very important thing about setting up these subscriptions is, one, you don't be paying heavy commissions. And two, you don't want to make it a direct debit. Okay, this is interesting. So if you was doing eyebrows, for instance, and I target the monthly payment scheme with my regular clients, I never get my new clients doing it because I want to make sure that I've got all my money before they have their eyebrows done. I don't want to set up these direct debits that get them into contracts that cost a lot of money. They pay APR on that, and it would put people off. So a Go Cardless system is a standing order. But obviously with that, it can be cancelled by both of you at any point. Yeah. So I always set up my clients when they come for their retouch, and I get the whole kind of like, God, I should have come 6 months ago. I just didn't have the cash. I'm like, why don't you pay $16.66 a month? Treat it as a savings scheme. It's cheaper than a takeaway. Pay that every single month, and you can come to me with a free link, click on it, book in. Every year, your eyebrows will be sorted for life. £16.66 is ridiculous. So everybody signs up for it because it's hard to find the £200. Something will always come up. Then it means they're coming to you every 2 years instead of every 1 year. So when you look at a 10-year haul, you're getting half the amount of money, you know? So make sure you do it on a Go Cardless system, because then it means that there's no guarantee they can cancel at any point. But if they cancel, they lose their money. You know, I say that to them. I say, look, you've got to kind of treat this as a savings scheme. You know, you obviously like me for your eyebrows and you've been coming to me before. So this will be chipping away at your eyebrows. If for whatever reason you couldn't have that done and you've got X amount in the pot, then you can spend that on another service, you know, buy some home care or whatever it may be. But once that money comes to me, it is in a savings pot for you to have a service with me. That's only happened a couple of times with me, and it's mainly because somebody's moved away, moved abroad, and become pregnant. That's the only time it's changed. But you can put a hold to it as well. You can say, right, let's just pause on it. Let's pause your standing order and start it when you can again. So I think, I don't know if that was Kerry that asked that question. So go for Go Cardless. That's what I would do, okay? With a subscription like the facial subscription that I recommended, where people are coming regular, that is why I ask you for a deposit, because that deposit covers the products are taken away that day. And if they're 10 products are spaced over the year, obviously I keep a spreadsheet and a tally of this, and their facials, if they were to cancel at any point, then it'd be 10 or 15 quid either way. It wouldn't make much difference. So that is why I always ask for a deposit, because I give them skincare to start with, okay? Do you think this would work for a smaller treatment such as lashes, as clients come every 2 to 3 weeks? Okay, so yeah, you know what? How I would do it, if you're going to be going for a smaller treatment, because you will also still get people that leave it too long. which then make it harder for you. So I used to do eyelashes, fucking hate eyelashes, so I applaud you. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. All the pain of my life, I hated them. Right, so what I would do, people will always leave it longer. So they'll always leave it longer than they should do. And then what it means when they come to you, you either are going to be strong and charge them more, which you should be doing, or you're probably not going to do that, and or you're probably going to feel guilty and charge them a low amount, which is going to take you longer. So what you can do with that is you can combine long-lasting serums with it for them to use at home, so that can add a little bit of value to it. Or what you can do is work it out over the year, give it them as a monthly payment, but encourage that and say, look, you already pay, I don't know how much lashes are now, you pay £40 a month, £40 every 3 weeks for your lashes, okay? And what you'll find is people will, and tell me, do they cancel and do they leave it longer than after a full set? If you set up a monthly payment, offer them a discount and say, look, if we set this up monthly, so there's no friction, there's no coming in, you having to bring the cash or whatever it may be, we can set this up as a direct debit. And what we'll do, if you're going to be set this as a standing order, if we set this as a monthly payment, I will give you 12.5% discount, 15% discount. And even though you might be thinking, well, why would I give a discount? Because I'd be getting more if I didn't. Look at one of your recent clients, for example. Look at one of your recent clients and look over the year and look at how many times she's had to cancel or postpone or have a pause on the eyelashes. Yeah. Now that in itself, that loss of money for maybe 1 or 2 treatments that have been missed out as a whole would cover that 15% discount that you're offering them. So even though you are offering a 15% discount on the service, over the year, it probably would be exactly the same. But what it does, it gets them firmly your client, okay? They're not going to get their, they're not going to get the shiny object syndrome and see somebody else down the road that's doing it a little bit cheaper and want to go. They're not going to leave it an extra 2 weeks or an extra week. They're not going to have a gap in winter because they think, well, you know what? I pay monthly. I don't really see it. People don't see it when it comes out of your bank account. You don't see it. How many things do you have coming out of your bank account that you don't actually see coming out? So if something is anything between, 20 and 70 pounds, you don't tend to see it come out of your bank account because we'd spend that on a takeaway or a night out, So I say it would work for that. Now, another thing that you can do in terms of eyelashes, and I would really encourage people to explore this because this is creating a subscription on steroids. This is a better way of creating a subscription. Now, and the reason for this is because this is more scalable. Because you are not relying, you've still got to put in time. So you're doing eyelashes, you've still physically got to exchange your time to do that service. But if you can take away the friction if you can take away the time aspect, then it's then more scalable. And how you can do that is if you do eyelashes and if you are good at eyelashes and you think to yourself, you know what, I actually could teach people a thing or two. I could teach people fresh out of college. I could teach people how to be better at eyelashes. Now, a lot of people think, well, I don't want to teach people to get better because then they'll be taking my business, which is completely the wrong way to look at it. If you can create something like a private group, a private platform, a chargeable platform where you are getting people to sign up monthly for weekly lives, weekly tips, weekly demonstrations, how to get a certain Russian lash, how to get a Y lash. I don't even know the terminologies now. If you can create some kind of online development course, because with that, if you are doing development training, you don't need to be a qualified trainer because you're just giving these people are already qualified. If you can develop a subscription where people can pay you even £5 a month, and I know that sounds not a lot, but it's scalable. You would give the same amount of time if you're doing £5 a month to one person, as opposed to 100 people paying £5 a month. You don't have to give any more time. So it is massively scalable. So anybody that feels that, you know what, I've been doing this a good year, I've got loads of lash clients, can't physically get any more clients to the diary. How can I earn more money from what I know? And if lashes is your thing and lashes what you enjoy, fucking sort it out and get some kind of online group, paid chargeable group on subscription. The cheaper it is, the more people will join. The cheaper it is, the more people that will join that probably, will forget about it and then come back a few months later, but not really miss it because it's only £10 a month. This is where the real good money is, by using your skills. Now, I'm actually developing, as we speak, a subscription for the coaching. So I'm developing a monthly subscription for my coaching that I offer. And that is where I'm going to be putting all the real high value content, education, leveling up. I'm completely relaunching soon. So there's a lot of change going off in the background. And I'm going to charge people. If you want to be part of that group and you want to know exactly how you can scale your business and not get rid of the time for money exchange, because we love what we do, but create extra streams of revenue, then people are going to have to be a part of this chargeable group. And it's all about fair exchange. So so I get people who don't want to pay to come in 3 weeks, so they leave it and it means a full set, and then I'm a shitbag and don't charge them full. Why not? Why not? They will always take advantage. They will always take advantage of you if you allow it, okay? And if you put your prices up and you send an email to them and say, right, this is the deal now, guys. If it's 3 weeks, it's X amount. If it's 5 weeks, it's this amount, yeah? Don't like it, go elsewhere. Then it'll free up that hour for you to actually work on your business. Too many people are working on cramming their diary back to back. Now, in my beauty business, and I did this in COVID, in my beauty business are earning now by creating subscriptions 4 times more. And I'm now only working 2 days. I used to work 5 days. You know what it's like, days, nights, weekends, fucking getting people crammed in, rat race, cancellations, you name it. It's relentless. And we love it. We absolutely love it. But there's so many ups and downs, and this can just add to the added stress, anxiety, procrastination, comparing to other people. It's time to get, it's time to actually realize that we all are a bunch of fucking talented, knowledgeable people. We have been learned a skill or skills. Okay. Now, we've been taught, I'm going to try and get into colleges, to do talks and stuff, because I think the whole system's wrong. We've been taught to exchange time for money only, but that's got to cap out, right? Because if you want to earn more money, what the fuck do you do? Put in more time. I'm sorry, that is not how I want my life to be. I want to have something that's more scalable. I want to be able to wake up in the morning, look at my phone and have money coming into my account. And every single month I have that now with my subscriptions. Now, what you do have to do, though, is you have to make sure that if you are giving subscriptions, you are treating every client as if they're your only client, okay? If you only had that one client paying your monthly bills, how would you treat her? You'd pamper the fucking life out of her. And that is what you're going to do. If people are on a subscription with you and people are paying monthly, you need to be giving value, knowledge. You need to be giving them good quality service. You don't be thinking, oh, well, they're already paying, so it's all right. Because it's about retaining them customers, I have had, actually this week alone, I've actually had 3 more people sign up to my subscription model for my skincare. And this is from my clients. I've not advertised this in ages, because all I advertise now is my coaching. My beauty business just runs itself now. But I've actually took on 3 extra clients this week, last week, this last 6-7 days, because my clients are doing the recommendations for me. If you treat your clients that they're your only clients, they will get you business in, rather than you trying to get a brand new, fresh client that doesn't know you from Adam. Let your clients get you the more clients by creating systems and by creating these subscriptions and good good value and knowledge and everything else. So yes, sorry, I've just got really excited. Can I join? Join what? Who are you? I need to know names. Are you meaning my my paid for subscription, business subscription? Let me know. If it is, it's not fully launched yet. I'm going to be doing a few. I'm working on it. I'm working on it at the moment. I want to make sure that what I want to do is I want to make sure that my subscription model for people that are in the beauty industry is affordable and it's fair exchange. You know, I believe solely in fair exchange. You don't get anything for nothing. You know, if you're performing a full set of eyelashes, you need to be getting double than a refill. It's fair exchange. You put in more time, more eyelashes on, fair exchange between you and the customer. And if you are giving too much, then you need to rein that in, because she's then taking advantage of you. Same as if I create this, when I create this subscription, if I start giving you too much and start offering free place and everything else, then you are taking too much off me and I'm not getting the fair value. But also it's likewise, you know, if you are paying me monthly and I've got people on board paying me monthly, I want to make sure that you are getting the most value that I can deliver, you know, for what you're paying. Trying to think if it'll work for piercings. I can see the subscription work for tattoo laser removal, definitely. Laser removal is an awesome one, because that is something, let's face it, if you can make that affordable, people would definitely do it. So many people who wants fucking hair. Sorry, I swear a lot. If some of you are new, I do apologize. I've got a bit of a potty mouth. But that's me. So yeah, laser, loads of people would have that. You know, loads of people would, because the reason why it's something that we all want, but it's not important enough to splash out £300 for, you know, your underarms. It's we can live without it. Do you understand what I mean? So if you can actually create a subscription for laser, because they're coming every 8 weeks, piercings, you know what? It's a difficult one, because like, I'm going to talk about tattoos now, because I think piercings and tattoos are very similar. I get mad at my tattooist, because as you can see, I am quite covered. I would have so much more tattoos if he created a monthly subscription. I've told him, I said, Lee, why the hell aren't you setting up something where I can pay you monthly? I would totally get a direct debit, a subscription model set up, 40 quid a month, and then get him to send me an email after I've hit my full day and get me booked in. I said, if you work out the spends from me, I'd come 2 or 3 times a year if I was paying you monthly. But because I'm not paying you monthly, and because I then have to save £300, something else will always be needed for that £300. So I don't. I said, so if you want more money over the year with me, set up a monthly. Tattooists should be doing this. Piercing. It depends how many holes you can have pierced. It depends how many... you know, you'd have to put a limit on it. You'd have to kind of put a limit on it. And if you've got real keen people that are quite keen on piercing, and you think to yourself, well, you know what? Most people over the course of the year might have, I don't know, 8 piercings done. You know, I went through a stint where I actually had, in a year, I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, if I had it paid for, then I would have another one. So it possibly could work, but you know, it's a difficult one, piercing, because you're going to run out of areas. Yeah. Or just any of the business coaching. Yes, what I will do, you're part of this group now. So you're part of this group. So I always announce everything first in this group, in this private group. So there will be some information coming soon. Like I say, I'm going through a little bit of a relaunch. Yes, but you will be the first to know. But there is definitely within the month, I will be launching a beauty business coaching platform. It will be a private platform. I will still have this group, but there will be a private platform on a separate page altogether. It's not going to be through Facebook. It's a private coaching platform where you can connect with other entrepreneurs as well. You can get an accountability buddy, so you can actually be in the group and have an accountability buddy. So when you're wanting to kind of scale up in business, whether that be creating any online systems or subscriptions or streamline the business, that is where I want to start with people, how you can actually streamline the business completely to release time. You know, we don't have enough time when we're working, time for money. So if I can teach people how to actually get the whole business running for you in terms of payments, booking, follow-up emails, offer emails, reviews, Facebook Messenger, all of that, if I can get that all streamlined and teach you how to do that, then I've then just given you 10 hours a week. 10 hours a week, you can sit there and put your hand to paper and develop an online training an online eyelash training course or whatever it may be. So you will be the first to know about it here. Do you write up contracts for the subscription models? No. The reason being is because no one's ever asked. No one's ever asked, because the thing is as well, it's not something that you mind you, it's strange because all my eyebrow subscriptions have been my clients already. So they know, like, and trust me. They have already got that know, like, and trust me. We set it up and then they're fine. All my skin clients, majority of them, 50%, are brand new. Okay. So how I got them secured with getting them on subscription is I basically sat on a virtual, because like I said, it was in lockdown. I sat on a virtual with them and basically just asked their pain points. It's all about listening. It's all about listening. We've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So you listen to their pain points. You listen to exactly what they're wanting to achieve. And then I was like, right, okay, I can help you. Okay. If you want to get these results and you want to get this problem solved, then I can do that. But I need you to be committed to me. If you're not committed, then you aren't going to get these end results. Same as the laser hair removal. You can't just come every 6 months and have an odd treatment here and there and expect to get the good results. I need commitment every 8 weeks from you. So for us to enable to do that, then I need us to be doing a subscription. I've made it more affordable. By signing up for a subscription means you're going to be saving on average 15%. I think mine's a 15% reduction, my subscription. You're going to be setting 15. You're going to be on a subscription at a reduced rate, and you will have the monthly payments taken out with this secure payment link. Okay. Now, what I do stress is, like you said about a contract, what I do stress is that this is a standing order, okay? It is a standing order and it can be cancelled at any point, okay? You are not signing a contract. There is no contract to sign. You are not signing a contract. It is a standing order only. Now, you wouldn't, like I said, it's all saying Facebook users. So write your name if you put in a comment, because I don't know if it's the same person talking or somebody else. So if you make sure that your overall payment that you're wanting to receive is split up evenly over a 12-month period, then if they fell off the face of the earth and cancelled the standing order, does it matter? Because they've had the right amount of treatments for the right amount of payment that they've made. Sophia, hi Sophia. So if you have this 1,200, let's say, because I can split that to 100. If you have 1,200 payment that you want for the year for whatever package it is, and you split that up as £100 a month, yeah, you would make sure that you didn't give them £100 worth before that first payment came out. Yeah. So I've got some clients that they do the subscription with the skincare and they get 10 products throughout the year. So I tally them 10 products. So if they're coming in and they've only given me 5 payments, yeah, so the year is obviously 12 payments, they only give me 5 payments and they're coming in asking for their 6th product, that 6th product takes me into that next 6 months. I'm like, no, you've not chipped away at your subscription enough to get that product. So one or two things. You can wait until next month, or for this time, you can buy that extra. Simple. Fair exchange. If they want 6 products, but they've only paid for 5 products, they have to pay extra or they have to wait. So this is as entrepreneurs how we need to be. We can't be letting people get away with, having things earlier. So you need to make sure you work it out over the year so you are not giving away a service without having enough money in the bank before. And that will actually then give you the peace of mind that you're going to get your money, okay? But also by telling them it's a standing order and it's not a direct debit and it's not a contract and they can cancel at any point, then they will actually think, well, you know what? Let me give it a go. 3 months down the line, if I don't feel like I'm getting a result, I'll cancel. But obviously, if you're good at what you do and you really believe in what you do, you'll make sure that you get them that result. Yeah. It's Kerry. What if they decide halfway through payments, they no longer want the treatment, and they want their money back because they haven't had a service or product? Well, like I just said, Kerry, you know, if they get to, so say if they've paid 6 months worth, but they've not had that 6th treatment, and they then ring you and say, well, I've paid 6 months, but I don't want that last treatment that I'm due. Yeah. Can I have my money back? Then you say no. It's there. You can stop your payments now. If you can't afford it or you don't want to do it anymore, that's fine. We can stop it from now, but that money has already been transferred to me because you should be having your 6th treatment now. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. I think Kerry needs to toughen up. So basically, you know, and they can cancel after that. The thing is, life comes up. Life happens. You know, what if they're pregnant, or what if, you know, they move away, move abroad? I've had people that I've had to cancel, like I said, you know, and I just make sure they come in. I had one lady, she was pregnant, and we were trying to do certain facials, but it wasn't working. And then we sat there and said, right, okay, so you're actually in credit with me. You're in credit with me by £40. Okay, what do you want to do with it? Yeah. Now, chances are you offer a variation of service. Have I got you know what? My nose ring is sparkling. I lost my nose ring last night, so there's triangle one on, and I thought it was a fly on the screen. First time I've noticed it. Sorry. Yeah. So she's in a certain amount of credit, and I says to her, right, what do you want to do? Because we're struggling to give you the facials that you need because you're pregnant. There's products you can have, or you can save it. You've already paid it, mate. Do you want to save it until you've had the baby and have a treatment done? Or, you know, do you want to put it towards your eyebrows? Because she always wanted the eyebrows done. And as it happened, she turned around and said, well, you know what? Can you just save it? Because these clients know, like, and trust you. What you're going to remember is they already know, like, and trust you at this point. So it's not like you're trying to sell an eyelash. Blooming neck. I've had wine. That's what it is. It's not like you're trying to sell an eyelash subscription to Joe Blogs on the street who doesn't know you. You're selling it to people that already have that know, like, and trust. So at that point, my client says, well, you know what, can we save it? Because I actually want my eyebrows done. So rather than me spending £200 in 6 months, I'll only have, you know, £140 or £150 to pay. So we just did that. You just keep a log of it, keep a spreadsheet. I meant they've had absolutely nothing from you. What do you mean? What if they decide halfway through they no longer want that treatment and they want their money back because they haven't had a service or product? So why would they not have? Why? That's the question. Why would somebody sign up to something and actually put their payment details in that aren't intended to have a treatment? It's very unlikely. I've never had anybody that signed up and then 2 months later said, I've paid this and not got the treatment. And I think what's really important as well, I think why this doesn't happen with me is because I have, and I hope that you guys have it too, I have online booking system. So I have, because people are unreasonable. Yeah, well, they can go elsewhere then. They're not the clients you want. You know, simple, go elsewhere. I don't think people would do that. But where the friction lies is if somebody has to physically pick up the phone and book an appointment or message you and then go back and forth, and they can't get that booking in the diary, and they're like, oh, fuck that, I'm pissed off, I can't be asked, I want my money back. Yeah, we've created friction. So anyone that's on a subscription model with me has a link, a Calendly link. If you please tell me, the people that are watching, the 4 people, give me a yes or a no. Do you have an online booking system? I need answers. So all my clients have this. So no matter what time of day or time of night, it's 12 o'clock at night and they're just finally in bed. Yes, well done. They're finally in bed. They've already got that link. They've already got that link saved. They click on it, book in the diary, job done. So we've eliminated friction. By doing that. They get the text messages, the email, and the aftercare appropriate, and that's all linked together. That's what happens with me. So you've eliminated friction. This needs to be as frictionless as possible. And it is, like I said, I've done 3 subscriptions in lockdown and 4x'd my beauty earnings and now work less hours in lockdown. So if it can be done in lockdown, it can be done in the everyday world. The only thing you've got to remember is you've got to put time in. So you've got to put time in to work on these extra revenues of money that's going to come in. So you've got to allocate time. You've got to sit now and look at your diary and think, you know what? I'm not going to book clients in on a Friday morning between 9 and 12 on them days, and me fucking cracking this and getting the subscription in. Yeah. And you know what? We're going through a lot of shit right now. We are going through a lot of shit. And if people are not understanding how much living expenses are going up, they're living under a rock. Now, we can survive it because we can work Sundays. You know, we can work extra, we can survive it. But is that the life you want? You know, do you want something that's actually going to be more scalable? You know, going back to the piercing one, you know, you could develop an online training course. The list is endless. The list is endless on what people can actually do. If you're amazing at eyebrows, you know, a platform to show people how they can actually improve a hair stroke eyebrow. There's so much knowledge we've been given, but we're only taught to produce it by touching a client. Now that will cap out. It's probably capped out with a lot of you. And then what happens when you get to that cap out point, you then get to stage thinking, you know what, that passion, the passion I had for the industry is here. The money's here, because the money's coming down because my expenses are getting harder. I'm now losing my passion. So you know what? Fuck it. I'll go and get a job in Tesco. Less stress, money. I'll do that. And that is why so many people at my age, a little bit higher, sack it all off in the beauty industry because they are sick and tired of being in the rat race of time for money exchange. They want to earn more money. They have to get more clients in. What if you had to have 3 weeks off? 3 weeks off. You want to go on holiday for 2 weeks. Do you get paid? I get paid. I was in Lanzarote a few months ago, and I was there for the first of the month, and I'm laid there first of the month, ping, ping, ping. I've got my money coming in. You know, so I'm not saying that to show off at all. I'm not saying that to show off at all. I'm just trying to educate people that there are better ways to run our beauty clinic. Okay. Kerry again. No, I just give my availability when they ask and get a deposit, so stops them from cancelling. As I was getting no shows. Right. So the first thing you need to do, Kerry, is online booking system, Calendly. Set up Calendly, get that done now. Calendly will save you so much time. You know, how many times has somebody messaged you saying, oh, can I have this done then? And then you message back, oh, I can do this time. No, I can do this time. Before you know it, like 24 hours have gone by. You've wasted 2 hours of your life to get them secured in. Yeah. Calendly, your payment link's on there. They click on it, they pay. You need to make it frictionless. If you're going to go down the route of scaling up in business, then you need to make it frictionless, okay? Calendly it's either free or £6 a month. £6, £10 a month. Now, I bet, okay, you sit down, Kerry, and you work out how much time you spend each day on messaging clients back and forth. Work that out, yeah? Work that out. Work it out as, you know, in a total for the week. You might be saying, looking at what, 5 hours? How much are you worth an hour? Calendly is £10 a month. So £10 a month divided by 4 weeks is £2.50. Are you worth more than £2.50 for 5 hours work? You are. So that is the first part of streamlining your business. Realize your value, that you can actually earn more money in that time you're spending doing something that we have online tools to do for us. So Calendly, get that set up. If you have any problems, reach out, but that's where you need to be starting, especially if you're going to get into the subscription models. Okay, any more questions? Wow, I've been talking for an hour. The state of my hair is ridiculous. This is actually going to be going on YouTube, a YouTube video as well, and I'm like this. Never mind. Right. That's been a long live. We have hit an hour, which I'm glad. I really wanted it to be an informative one for you guys. If you want any more info or if you want to work with me, then please reach out. Like I said, I have got the business coach, the beauty business coaching platform coming soon. But I've also got a podcast out there as well. And I think I'm on episode 72 right now. I've been releasing them podcasts for 2 years. So if you really want to get a little bit more of a background on the way I work and how I work and what I stand for in terms of, you know, level up in business, then go and listen to that. The podcast is called BBB. So if you just search BBB Beauty Business Builder, if you, I've spelled that wrong. You get the gist. Beauty Business Builder. If you go on there and you can listen to the podcast. But any other queries you've got, then please reach out. You're in this group. I want this group to be, I want it to be more interactive because we are all facing similar problems. And no, not problems. I don't like the word problems. We are all facing similar challenges in our beauty business. You know, we're scared of saying that we are because we don't think that anyone else is, but everybody is, okay? Everybody is facing the same challenges that you're facing right now, okay? So only good shit happens when you reach out. So use this group. Like, there's only 200 people in this group. I don't know where people are watching actually, because I've got this connected to YouTube, the private group, and my other Facebook page. So the Unstoppable Tribe is the Facebook group. If you're not in that, make sure you get in the Unstoppable Tribe group. Yeah, there's only 208 people in this group, but reach out. We all have the same fucking problems. You know, we're all in this together. There's enough business for us all to go round. So if you've got a problem or you've got a concern or you're like, right, how the hell do I do this? And what do people use for online booking systems? Whatever it may be, reach out into the group because you'll find that you'll probably get the answer from somebody else before me. I want it to be a community of people that have got the same interests, that are wanting to basically smash it in the beauty industry, get their passion back and finally earn their worth, you know, create that financial freedom that we do deserve because we are fucking talented people. Mic drop. I've got this mic, but I can't drop this one because my speaker. Okay, right. Thank you very much for watching and thank you for your questions. Kerry and was it Sophie or Sophia? Where are you? Sophia. So thank you so much. And there's a couple of other Facebook users on there. I'm not sure who you were, but thank you so much for listening. And I will see you. I will be doing another live in this group in a month. Also, reach out to the group and tell me what you want me to talk about. Let me know what you want me to talk about, and I can make it relevant to that as well. So see you soon, guys. Have a gorgeous evening. Bye for now. Oh, we've got a new comment. Love this. Sophia, yes. Thank you, honey. And lovely to, you know, digitally meet you all. See you soon, guys. Bye. This is where I take a selfie for my social media, so you'll get used to my wacky ways. Gotta take a selfie. It'd be nice if you guys were on the screen as well, because currently at the moment I'm taking a photo of myself. There you go. Right. Love it. Bye, guys. Have a lovely evening. Bye for now.